everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another anime movie review. I just recently watched Silent Mobius, the motion picture, and I also have the complete series as well, which actually expands upon the motion picture, but I hadn't seen the motion picture for a good long time, and I had read the manga, and I absolutely loved it because it was right up my alley. It's paranormal and supernatural, and also meshes with a futuristic aspect, which makes it that much cooler, I do believe. And of course, we have all of our familiar characters from the manga itself, and the DVD is produced by Bandai. They do a good job, but the only real problem I had with this was Katsumi screams a lot. I mean, it's worse than Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which is actually one of my favorite Indiana Jones films, mind you, but it's just absolutely unnecessary. But of course she's getting attacked by a demon, so yeah, I understand where she's coming from, and at first she doesn't remember, well, she doesn't know anything about her abilities yet. She doesn't know why she's having this demon follow her, this Lucifer Hawk, as it's explained to her later by Lada. And it's really quite interesting, and I love the movie, don't get me wrong, but it's a movie that I probably only give 2 stars out of 4 because it's rather convoluted in many spots, and it seems really frantic and kind of jumbled and confusing. I understand what's going on. I mean, I've seen it before and I've read the manga, so I get it. But it's just one of those things that you're going into, you think, what in the world? But it's still pretty amazing because it's about this group called the AMP. Of course, it's the Attack Metaphysical Police, or something like that. It's like, what is it? I don't know if it says it on the back, but I thought that's what they said. Yeah, they're the AMP, talks about the different members of the AMP. They've got Yuki, of course, and Kitty, who's the cyborg warrior. And she's kind of a darker character in her skin tone, which I thought was really interesting, as I like her. And the Shinto priest Nami. Oh, her name's Libya. I thought her name was Lada. She's a Visionaire, and Rowley Cheyenne, who is the leader. But it takes place in 2014, or well, not 2014, but 2040, and it's just it's a good film, don't get me wrong. It's just Katsumi screams too much, and that's just one thing that gets on my nerves. I like a good plot line, but it's just too much screaming for me. But since I'm a fan of Silent Mobius, it's one of the things that's, you know, part of my collection, and I'm not ashamed of admitting it. But if you like Silent Mobius, then yes, I recommend it. Other than that, if you want to see paranormal creatures and battle against from good versus evil, it's the old paradox and meme that we're used to seeing time and time again, and it just it never ends. It keeps happening. But it's just something universal and innate that we are all familiarized with from the moment of our conception onward into the tomb. But it's a really good how am I saying series? The series is actually better than the movie, but the movie itself, I would say, is okay. It's passable. It's nothing that I would it's great to have in your collection. Let me just put it that way. If you're a silent Mobius fan like me, but other than that, the voice acting's just a little bit annoying. It's probably a lot better to watch in Japanese than it is in English. So it's my only real nag. And I do give it 2 thumbs up because it's got a lot of action, a lot of um, really excellent, epic scenes using firepower and magic incantations, and I've always loved that because like I said, my name's Alchemist too. It's just I've always been fascinated with stuff like that, and it's really quite impressive to see that on a big screen, and it just makes it that much more intense. But other than that, it really isn't. It's an okay film. I'll just give it that. I mean, it's interesting, but beyond anything else to have a redeemable quality, the animation's nice, and the characters are ones that I love, and they're near and dear to my heart. Plus, it also has that great beauties with brains and ability to kick butt, which I also like. So that's the only other thing that I can say is very redeemable about this, and it gives girls a good role model and saying, you know, we don't need no stinking men, we can take care of ourselves.